How do kids bypass age restrictions on YouTube? Well, kids these days are pretty smart and sneaky. They know many different hacks and tricks that they use to bypass all age restrictions, and this includes YouTube. But not to worry, we will make things easier for you with this video. East or West? FamiSafe first. Hi everyone, this is Phil Jackson with Wondershare FamiSafe. We provide all-rounded parental control software solutions. If you are interested in this kind of content, subscribe to our channel right away. We post videos regularly, and together we will work on creating a safer world for your kids. In this video, we will talk about how kids bypass age restrictions on YouTube, and then we will discuss some ways that you can prevent that from happening. With all that said, let's dive in. Starting with some of these hacks that kids use to bypass age restrictions on YouTube. The first one is the Incognito Tab. First and foremost, the easiest way to bypass all age restrictions is to use private browsing, or the Incognito Tab. If you've disabled this on your child's device, then thankfully you won't face this problem. However, if you haven't, then keep in mind that your kid can use it to access any adult content that they want. This can be quite dangerous, as you won't be able to check the history. The second way is by changing passwords. The second way kids can bypass age restrictions is that they can change the password on YouTube. That is, if they know your passwords. Unfortunately, most kids know their parents' passwords and they know how to change them. If they manage to change the password, then they can easily access any video that they want. This is why it's essential that you don't share passwords with your kids. Thirdly, by connecting to a different Wi-Fi. If your kid has access to a different Wi-Fi, then this also allows them to access any content they want. And this can be done quite secretively, and it can be quite hard to monitor this. However, don't worry, at the end of this video, we're going to give you some tips and tricks which will help you to ensure that your kids do not bypass age restrictions on YouTube. The fourth way is by using a different browser. Another popular method is to use a different browser. Most devices have many different browsers, and kids might use this to their advantage. They can use a portable browser, access any videos that they want, and then successfully delete the content. Yikes! The fifth is by using a VPN. Now, I'm sure you guys know what a VPN is, and unfortunately your kids know as well. VPN, or virtual private networks, allow people to access any content that they want, including adult content. The sixth way is using image searching. Lastly, we have a less popular method used to bypass age restrictions on YouTube. For this, all the kids have to do is search for something on Google, and then they can go on the images section, and if they see a YouTube video attached with the image, then they can click on that video and easily bypass all the age restrictions. So with that, we've covered all the different ways kids can bypass age restrictions. Now, these hacks might have stressed you out, but don't worry, we have a few awesome solutions for you. But before that, we will help you find out if your kids have removed the age restriction on YouTube. So how can you find out whether your kids have removed the age restriction on YouTube? Well, for that, all you have to do is check their YouTube account. In order to do that, you should know which account your child uses on YouTube. Do they use your account, or do they have their own account? Once you find that out, you can log into their account and you can check their watch history, and you can also check the settings on their YouTube. Keep in mind that as long as you know their account, it doesn't matter which device you use to check their account. Tips and tricks that you can use to ensure your kids don't bypass age restriction on YouTube. There are two main tips and tricks that you can use to ensure your kids aren't bypassing the age restriction on YouTube. It's very simple. All you have to do is, number one, make sure they use YouTube in front of you, and this will help you keep an eye on your child, and you can catch them if they are watching any inappropriate content. Secondly, use the parental control app. Oftentimes you might have to go somewhere and your kid might have some work to do on YouTube. So how can you make sure that they don't access any adult content? Well, you can use a parental control app, and there are many apps out there that allow you to monitor your child's internet usage remotely. FamiSafe is just one of them. It's an extremely reliable app, available on both iOS and Android, and once you install it, you can use it to keep an eye on your child and make sure that they are safe from the dangers of the internet. So how to remotely monitor whether kids bypass the age restriction on YouTube with FamiSafe? Well, now let's talk about how you can use FamiSafe to remotely monitor whether your kids bypass the age restriction on YouTube. There are 3 simple ways you can do that. The first one is to use FamiSafe's YouTube content detection, and this will give you an update on what content your child is consuming. The second thing you can use is the YouTube app control. And with this feature, you can control screen time, watch history, and you can also block the app if your child is acting rebelliously. And lastly, the FamiSafe web filter also allows you to block YouTube, and it also allows you to view watch history even if your child uses private browsing. That's it. That's the end. With that said, these are all the tips and tricks we have for you guys today. We hope that they helped you figure things out. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section down below and we'll get back to you. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe and press the bell icon so that you can get a notification every time we upload a new video. Until next time, goodbye.